Hi there. I want to do a quick reading today. I wanted to stop by and do a quick reading for you, um, for the collective, to be nosy on the person that you're dealing with. So let's see what the cards have to say. My cards have already been shuffled. They have already been shuffled and they have already been cleansed and saged. So you can switch the roles as you see fit. I could be saying him, her, and it could be your other person, or I can be saying, oh, this is you, I feel that this is you, but maybe you feel like it's the other person and then the roles are reversed. So feel free to swap that around. Again, just take only what resonates, not and leave the rest behind. Not everything will resonate. Again, it's a general reading, so it's for a lot of everybody. It's a collective for a lot of people. So just take what you like out of the reading and leave the rest out. Here we go. I feel like somebody just wants to be alone, or maybe just feels too like you need to just hide away. Maybe you've been around a lot of people lately. You're wanting fairness in a situation here. Maybe there is karma that somebody could be going through. That's why it's good to act in good faith. Like, do unto others what you would like to be done. So I don't know if it's you, I don't know if it's another person. Just be able to do what's right, because every time you do what's right, and for everybody it's different. We all have different religions, we all have different thoughts and belief systems. So just whatever you feel in your heart to be right, and that always multiplies and comes back to you in tenfold. Never seek down to anybody's level. Maybe somebody is wanting to take a leap of faith without thinking of the repercussions, and that's something to keep in mind as well. Maybe there is somebody in your surrounding, or maybe it could be you, that is feeling a little loving, kind of like a kid, kind of having these fantasy moments, whether or not being too realistic with what you're wanting and what you need in a situation, and or maybe the other person is just seeing it as a fantasy and not going into the reality of what is going on. Yeah, somebody here feels a lot of emotions, and a lot of the times you need to, especially with the King of Cups that just came out, and with the King of Cups, they feel everybody's emotions. So maybe you are feeling like everybody's emotions. You've been around a lot of people, and you maybe need to just isolate and kind of ground yourself and know and get to know what you are feeling, instead of trying to fill everybody's cup, and you think this person needs this person needs that, let's go give it to them. But it's what happens when you're giving everybody emotions, and you're so deep down in your emotions, you're not thinking straight. So sometimes a little bit of logic needs to, a little bit of grounding, reality needs to come in, and thought and feeling and being present in the moment with your own body and your own self is needed, because otherwise you get lost. You don't know what you're feeling because you're feeling everybody's emotions. So that's what I'm getting. You also got the Two of Wands, again the King of Cups. Somebody is very emotional. Somebody is wanting to plan something out. And it could be a trickery, somebody that's going to come in and trick you with a lot of emotions and kind of get you in an emotional level to where you're not feeling your own self. You're just feeling whatever this person is feeding you. again, take it as it resonates. It could be you, and it could be the other person. But this person, the one that's coming in with the trickery and the just not being honest, masking their emotions or what they're trying to do, they have a lot of they feel hurt. They feel like nothing's working out for them, and they feel like this wounded person that's already gone through so much. So maybe it's that they are hiding, or that you are hiding. There's a judgment here as well. So maybe somebody was doing too much of living, too much of doing an excessive thing, that they were not putting thought into it. You know, sometimes we just go crazy and party without thinking of any repercussions, or having like maybe going on a lot of dates and not thinking of the repercussions and of the people that you are dealing with. And it could be somebody that's dangerous, or it could be, you know, having a whole lot of sex and then you end up catching, you know, an infection. Or it could, you know, like it could be different scenarios for everybody. So that's just what's coming to mind. So somebody had a wake-up call, and so there's changes that need to be made. A reality check. That's really what it is. A life reality check, that it's like, okay, you know, you have to wake up and see what you are going through, process what's going on. And then you're thinking, you know, I've been doing all this, all that, and you know, just living life to the fullest. And then you get hit with something, and it's like, okay, well, this is gotta be a life change, like an awakening, kind of. Like I gotta turn my life around. Otherwise, I'm gonna become a massive alcoholic and end up, you know, getting all these UIs, or end up, you know, pregnant when I don't want to end up pregnant, or, you know, whatever the situation is, you know. For everybody, it's different. It's a collective reading, but that's what I'm feeling. There's somebody that's wanting to reunite with you, or maybe you are wanting to reunite with somebody. But this person has a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights, or it could be you, about getting together with that person, or whatever the other person trying to get together with you. Also, what I'm getting is maybe a lot of gossip going around, maybe somebody in their ear just telling them what to do, and it's giving them a lot of anxiety because they want to do one thing maybe, but they're being told that they need to do it this way or that way, and you know, they're kind of stuck, you know, between, should they do what's in their heart, or should they do what other people are telling them. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. So let me know if it does resonate. Yeah, somebody just feels imprisoned, feels lost, and just having a lot of anxiety. There's a 5 of Wands, so maybe there is a lot of fighting going on with this person. This person wants to win at all cost, and just having every little thing to fight about, and it could be explosive. Yeah, so you tell me what you are feeling. Let's see what else comes up. Yep, you got the 5 of Wands. There's a lot of hostility, a lot of arguments, and a lot of just not seeing each other's point of view. And, you know, somebody just doesn't want to see the other person's point of view, so somebody just ends up walking off. So why is this going on? Yeah, it has to do with yeah, again, with wanting to work as a team, but then these fights erupt, and nobody is wanting to come together. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. Wanting to work together as a team, put in the effort. Arguments about putting the effort in on what needs to be done. Maybe that you guys are fighting because somebody is putting too much effort, or somebody and the other person is not, and that's the ultimate goal, is for you guys to come together and kind of collaborate and put effort and work into the situation. You have the Page of Wands also, so there is somebody. Luna, leave her alone, please. Somebody might be watching you from afar. Or somebody just needs to seek more information on what's going on and see what can be done about it, what can be fixed, or do a little bit more research, get a little bit more knowledgeable on what you need to do. Maybe there needs to be more communication among both. Somebody is going, maybe it's you that's trying to go within and kind of trying to work on yourself, or it could be a Virgo that you're dealing with. But the Hermit talks about going within and trying to put a highlight on the things that are not working out, so like that you can come out better. But you also want to make sure that you don't come out, that you don't come out losing. Like, don't get so caught up in being introspective and trying to fix things and trying to see what's wrong with the situation as well, because a lot of time alone or needing time alone can lead you to even more depression. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. You have the Wheel of Fortune, so something is fated to happen. You know, you're maybe something is fated to happen. So somebody is wanting to be, maybe you're wanting to be more nurturing. You feel stable within yourself, and you're ready to be a little bit more nurturing. Or it could be also a Capricorn that you are dealing with. But something here is fated to happen. So maybe this person is trying to, I'm getting another story where this person is just fated to go within because they need to work on themselves in order to come out as a more stable person. There was a little bit too much of something, too much of fighting, too much of excessive something that somebody had to wake up and maybe, you know, go within. There's somebody wanting to get together. I don't know if it's you. You're wanting to be able to have an emotional connection, gatherings, or maybe there's a gathering coming up soon where you are going to be able to go out with your friends and celebrate. Or maybe they are going to be doing that. You got the King of Wands, so maybe having something passionate, something to do with a fire sign. That's Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So it could be or somebody of that sign is wanting to come towards you and trying to ask you out for maybe a cup of coffee, cup of tea, or, you know, go out for a drink. Just have some happy moments. You got the Three of Wands and the Six of Swords. So yeah, this came out earlier. Wanting to smooth things out and waiting to see what's going to happen with the situation. Any kind of emotional connection. See how this one is, the girl is looking at the Three of Cups. So this person, whether it's you or that the other person, is looking, waiting to see what's going to happen with the connection, with getting together. Is this going to come out to be this person is wanting to come out and smooth things out, and wanting to talk about feelings that they had concealed maybe, and be truthful. Let me know if that's making sense. This person, it looks like they had the Tower moment again. You know, as we were saying, something came crashing down. Something that had to do maybe with finances, or somebody just being out in the cold. Maybe there was a fight and everything the whole relationship got demolished. They look at how this, or there was a blow up, an explosion, that everything just fell apart. But sometimes things like that need to happen in order to be able to rebuild again. Maybe it was built on just illusions. Maybe it was just built on too much fantasizing, too much not checking into reality, that somebody now feels out in the cold, that you're not, and this is what I'm getting, you're not playing into those emotional fantasies anymore, maybe. Yeah, because they're looking at the Tower, also looking at maybe this person just came in too passionate and too sure of themselves, that it came crashing down, and now they feel out in the cold, and you said no. That's another storyline that I'm picking up. Somebody could have red hair. So now it looks like you're looking for stability. Something where you can feel that you are secure in. Or there could be something that's stable coming in too. Clarify the Four of Wands. Yeah, you're seeking stability from somebody or something that was deceitful. Something that was emotional. This person is running away from their emotions, it looks like. Look at how they have the moon here, and they have their face turned to where you cannot see it. So I'm picking up that this person is just hiding their emotions. So you maybe feel that they're being deceitful, or maybe they are being deceitful. Clarify the Seven of Swords. This person feels like they've tried pretty much all that they could, and they feel like they are not gaining anything, and maybe they just feel like, okay, you know, this is it. I don't know how much more I can do. But the 9 is almost at the end of what's going on. Yeah, either this person or you feel like walking away from all those emotions. You see how this person just has their eyes closed and just doesn't want to deal with anything, and it has to do with something emotional. Venus and Pisces. I mean, yeah. No, it's a Pisces moon. Emotions. Not wanting to see what's going on, just wanting to walk away, not wanting to feel anything. And there is somebody else that wants recognition, that wants attention, that wants to be seen as look at me. And somebody else is like, okay, I've done all I can here. Yeah, and again, you feel like you need a break, like you want to just release yourself from any kind of burdens, because you feel like you know, you've been pulled here, you've been pulled there, you've tried different things as well. And see how she has her eyes closed, wanting to rise up from anybody and just hold on to her own emotions. Maybe you're wanting to just, you know, take a break from it all for a moment and just kind of like seek into yourself, self-care. Also I'm getting, and sometimes it's needed. It really is needed. Maybe there is a new opportunity coming in with work, or working on something that's tangible that you can materialize from. Are you looking into moving in with a person? Or let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles. A beginning of something stable. I'm getting something that's a little bit more promising and more grounded. And walking away from any kind of anxieties that you have, or walking away from anybody that has so much anxieties going on in their head and just doesn't seem to, or just isn't able to participate because they're having a lot of mental energy there. Thinking too much about something. Feel that they are imprisoned. But they're not imprisoned. They can easily just shut that down. Stop overthinking and get a little bit more grounded and be a little bit more present instead of thinking and stressing about things that are not happening. There's a Knight of Pentacles here, so maybe this person is stressing, I'm getting, because this is where they want to be. They want to be a Knight of Pentacles. See how they're hoping and wishing that they can. There's two angels here. There's two doves or birds, or, you know, white doves, it looks like. This person is just hoping maybe for better days, to be able to be more stable, maybe financially stable, I'm getting. And maybe this is what they have anxiety about. Or is it you? But I'm picking up that it's the other person, whoever you are dealing with. And I totally get it right now. Everything's so crazy in the world. And security is what we're seeking. And everything's so unstable. And it's understandable how we can be so in our heads. Anything else that needs to come out, wants to come out? Somebody wants to come in with a little bit more emotions and be more emotional. See how they're I don't know if it's you that has these anxieties, and somebody just wants to come in and kind of comfort you. See how they have like that cup of flour that they want to offer you emotions. Wanting to be there for you, I'm getting. And the Two of Cups. Yeah, wanting to be able to connect with you and understand, come to an understanding together. Having the strength to do that. I don't know why this is, I'm feeling that, and being able to see a future, to see something better right now. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Getting to the sun, talking about positive things and being there for each other. What are this person's feelings for collective? I don't know if this person is just seeing you maybe as a choice. Or they feel like they have so many choices that they need to make. But yet still wanting to collaborate and come together. But there is still a lot of bickering and fighting, again, because of the choices. Maybe the choices that this person is making. I'm getting, it's not getting you guys anywhere. It's not getting you ahead of where you want to be. And so maybe somebody, I'm thinking it's you. I'm feeling it's you. You need to just take control of your own life, because the choices that the other person is making. Is that making any sense? What is this person's feelings for the collective? Yep. Again, choices. It's a confirmation. This person sees you as a choice. And all these cups and wanting for you just to hang in there when he's or she or this other person is dreaming, thinking, having illusions of all these other different options that they could have. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Yep, this person took a leap of faith and didn't think of what they were doing. What they should have done is gone with their intuition and been a little bit more understanding and not so much understanding, but go with what they're feeling inside. More of somebody, they should have chose a higher power instead of going into these low vibrational things emotionally. This person feels restricted. Maybe they feel restricted about how they are not able to be more intuitive or have a little bit more of I'm trying to find the right word. Of having an inner voice. That's what I'm getting. Maybe having an inner voice and speaking that out. Like when you have, how do I explain it? When you have that gut feeling and it's yelling, you know, there's that little voice in the bottom of the pit of your stomach that's telling you no, no, no. And then instead they're doing the yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm feeling. They feel restricted. They feel like they cannot voice their what they truly feel within, because they are either drinking too much. Yep. Being too charming, being a player maybe, having to do with their choices, taking bad choices, not using their inner voice. So now they have to go through what they're destined to go through. And somebody has to take a lead of their own life. Again, the Emperor. Somebody has to take a lead of their own life and take action. Because there's no time to be sitting around and waiting for somebody to be a choice for anybody. But that's what I got for you. Oh, maybe. Let's see. What action will this person take? this person is going to be juggling. They need to make a choice of what they need to do. Something needs to die. Again, going back to the awakening card, doing too much of something. Something's got to change in order to make things work and come into an agreement to be more generous towards you, and work on, and it's going to take work for them to be able to, and actions to be able to make these changes that they need to make. And that's as far as the actions that they are going to be doing. Something needs to die off here, and choices need to be made. Too much juggling is going on here, in order to make, to maybe this person needs to be a little bit more generous, more giving, more, maybe they need more material help, and then, or giving more material help for you. I'm getting being more, having more gratitude towards you, and being able to work on things and putting the effort. As far as the outcome, Ten of Wands, it's just going to lead to a burden. Clarify the Ten of Wands. Yeah, because somebody's just being too standoffish, does not want to, doesn't, or maybe you need to just be protective, protect yourself, and just because you are too burdened. But this is already like the end, you know, this is the end of, you know, that's the 10 is as far as you can go before you can say, okay, you know, I'm going in my bubble, nobody bug me, I have my stick here, and I'm not afraid to use it, don't come near me. And that's when you'll seek your emotional fulfillment. Let's do another card. I love these little cards. So right off the back, maybe you need to balance. You got the dryer, balance and enjoyment. You need to enjoy life, build a cycle of release. So maybe releasing all this heartache, and to feel fresh and a lighter heart. And you also got the car, so maybe you are going to be traveling, you're going into another journey, your story takes a new turn at the next intersection. So see, something needs to change here, and maybe the decision is for you to just move on so you can be happy. Maybe traveling more, maybe going out more. It doesn't necessarily have to be another significant other, it could be, but yeah. So you need to build a fence. You need to build a fence to protect and have distance between somebody else. Your past hurts are fencing you away from new possibilities. So see, maybe you're the one that needs to change of everything that's going on here, and just leave the past where it is to be able to move on. Build a fence of what no longer serves you and move on to the new, so you can see all these little roses, all the flowers, the butterflies. Another message. You got safe. So you got clarity, you got protection, you got freedom. Once you do all this work on yourself, on yourself, you're gonna be feeling protected. You're gonna have more clarity, and you're gonna have more freedom. So it says here, a true keeper knows when to lock and when to unlock the door. Your secrets should serve you, not control you. So maybe this person is trying to control you with secrets. Yeah, so you just need to move on from that and have more faith in yourself, and just focus on being happy and being free. You need freedom. Let's pull some little charms and see what comes up. I have a letter J. I have a little broom came out, so that's sweeping out all the old stuff that's not serving you. A little cat, maybe somebody was wishing bad on you. A letter B as in boy, a letter X, a U, you got a little pink 4-leaf clover. So there's luck coming in and there's justice coming in. Maybe there might be a trip. Paris, I see. You might be from Paris. They are from Paris. Something to do with Paris. It might be a Pisces that you're dealing with. Somebody with the letter F. Another white leaf clover. So there's good things coming in for you. And it looks like there is a rose. So maybe more romance. A letter A. Let's see. Hopefully we get some signs coming out. A Pisces. A Scorpio. An Aries. Give me another sign. Or a Virgo. That is what I got for you. Again, that might not be the sign that you're dealing with. Just take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. It doesn't have to be that sign that you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be the letters that I just said, but if it does connect with you, maybe it is for you. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much, and I love you. Goodbye.